One actor's mistake is another fan's treasure. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 hilarious anime bloopers.
Excretion without humanity.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking at the bloopers made by anime voice actors, ones that were then released for fans to enjoy. Look out for some mature content down the line, as well as the distinct possibility that you'll never be able to look at these shows in the same way again.
I was taken advantage of because I couldn't move. I wanted to call it date rape, but my lawyer thought I didn't have a case.
Number 10, Desert Punk.
Seems like this little girl had asparagus for lunch. You can smell it, can't you? Freeze, ass.
Given this show's penchant for crazy confrontations, busty ladies, and a protagonist who always seems to find himself in the worst situations possible, we're surprised the cast managed to record anything at all without exploding into laughter.
Forget it!
What?
I wouldn't help you if there was a bobcat gnawing on your genitals.
The star of the show here is without a doubt Eric Vale, who for the life of him not only can't seem to stop himself from tapping into his Dragon Ball Z role, but seems to have a lot of trouble when it comes to talking about pudding.
Man, that's pretty hot. I mean, sure, the guy's gotta pay, but damn, she probably looked good wearing that pudding. Wearing mother.
Number 9, Fooly Cooly.
And when she stings, she just gives it to.
As we're sure you're all aware, Haruko's antics throughout the series are constantly pressing against the boundary of insanity. She never slows down for a moment, talks a mile a minute, and has to deal with one intergalactic incident after another. In that regard, we don't blame Kari Walgren or the rest of the actors for constantly flubbing their lines. We certainly couldn't keep up with them.
But they never found out for
After all, Haruko has way too many aras in her name. Damn if it isn't still funny though.
Hey there, Haruko here.
Number 8, Ouran High School Host Club.
Would ever be able to get into Ouran Academy, that was absolute.
I'd like to help this man find his daughter.
Oh god.
You have to hand it to the host club. Even when it comes to the gag reel, they go big. Each member of this ensemble gets a chance to shine here, with special credit going to Vic Mignogna.
We welcome you, poor man, to our world of crap.
If you thought he was bigging it up as Tamaki before, just wait until you hear him busting out his rant about being the Dragon King.
I am the Dragon
Alright, back
King!
you
Do I have to?
Enchanté.
Kudos also have to go to the voice of Haruhi and series director Caitlin Glass for also getting in on the fun. Chivalry has never been funnier.
Much easier to tell the two of you apart now.
No, it isn't.
Number 7, Blood Lad.
I'm a vampire, but I take shots of holy water and kick the crap out of those Twilight bitches.
If you like your outtakes as dirty as possible, then look no further. Given that this anime has just as many ecchi jokes as it does fight scenes, the actors certainly didn't hold back on this one, mostly at the expense of Fuyumi.
I also picked out her outfit, boss.
She looks like Misty from Pokemon.
Patrick Seitz and Ben Diskin never fail to crack us up, but by far the one who walks away the champion here is Bryce Papenbrook. You thought he was funny in the Sword Art Online bloopers? Just wait until you hear him say things he probably shouldn't.
We ogres have worn these legendary undergarments literally for centuries now, and they never stain, rip, or ride up your butt.
Yeah, but I bet they come with a nice little glory hole in the back.
Number 6, Durarara.
You keep laughing at the same dumb jokes and keep eating the same sweet stew. Die, bitch!
It's time for things to get personal. With the unhinged hilarity of actors like Steven Blum, Johnny Young Bosch, and Crispin Freeman at the helm, you can bet the X-rated jokes are going to fly. Seeing the supposedly untouchable Isaiah trip over his lines is always a delight to watch, but we're pretty convinced that there was some kind of bet between Mr. Freeman and Mr. Blum to see who could push things the furthest.
A real man wears a thong.
Kyohei makes all manner of smarmy comments about Masamoe's life choices, Chizuo's infamous saxophone comments. These boys were going for it.
So what did I do? I played the sax, motherfucker.
Number 5, Yu Hakusho.
Can you suck? Getting there. As long as I take your hide along with me when I go. So you better be ready to dance.
What kind of trouble have you gotten into now?
We're not sure if you can even call this one a blooper reel, more like a blooper marathon. The cast obviously had such a good time on this show that they ended up leaving behind a ton of masterful mess-ups, which when rounded together into a compilation becomes a surefire way for fans of the Spirit Detective to lose their shit. We also have to give a mention to the voice actor's commentary.
Why is my eye pulsing? Stop pulsing, eye. Interesting.
We can't exactly call them bloopers, but just hearing our four leads mess around with each other is enough to leave us in stitches.
But if you'll notice, if they show that shot again, Kurama really has no butt to speak of whatsoever. It's completely assless.
Number 4, Rurouni Kenshin.
With a body that large, you must have the stamina to match it, but that isn't much to do to Kinga Flinga Dingy.
For a series that prides itself on being a brutal classic of the action genre, it has a surprising amount of flubs. Luckily, all of them never fail to tickle our funny bones, especially when it comes to good old Steve Blum as the bloodthirsty Shishio.
That'll be your last one, I'm afraid. I hope it was good for you. Certainly was for me.
Not only are his constant apologies for messing up wholly endearing, but it's easy to see the creative spark for future outtakes.
The force of his fart was so great that it blew the air away from me!
Number 3, Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Oh, this is nice. This is the end. Okay. Where exactly am I? Here's the song. Oh, good.
While we're sure that there were plenty of great bloopers throughout the course of this series, we only really need to turn our attention to this one instance, Shinji's rant.
There's some things that are still unresolved here, guys. How do I get home? What do I eat? Was Ray my mom, or...
In what might be Spike Spencer's greatest performance to date, he airs his frustrations about the show's conclusion as the character of Shinji, pointing out every grievance and nonsensical thing that led them to the finale. We're not sure if he's voicing his own complaints or channeling the general audience, but either way, it's magnificent.
Is this how you end the series? I mean, is this where we go from here? Okay, the movie better sure as hell make up for this. I'm telling you right now.
Number 2, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
You can see the entire countryside today, huh?
Yeah.
How about I push you off this roof and break the arm you just got back?
Yeah.
As if one of the greatest anime of all time wasn't going to have an awesome blooper reel. We don't think there's one character who doesn't get a hilarious moment here. From Greed complaining about Armstrong's lack of a shirt, Ed's brutal rebuttal about being good with directions, and Al's constant tirade of curse words. Yeah! Some of the burns here are so good that not even the homunculus could recover from them.
You mean you can sense his presence or something?
No, I'm a man. I'm good with directions.
It's all about equivalent exchange. They give us a scene of the uncharacteristically crude Hohenheim yelling obscenities, and in return we laugh our backsides off.
Please don't die!
Give up!
Fight on!
Number 1, Berserk.
I'm a patriot!
Hi, I'm Yul Brenner for smoking.
These bloopers are gold. Pure gold. Seriously, this gag reel is as funny as the series itself is dark. And that's saying something. Where to begin? You have Guts busting out random impressions of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Hear me now, but believe me later. I crush you with my muscles!
Not to mention that one time he ruined/improved his love scene with Casca via a rather infamous rhyme.
My love for you is like a truck, berserker.
But without a doubt, the blooper that steals the show is when Griffith starts singing, and singing damn well at that. The songs are so out of nowhere and yet oddly fitting to the scene, to the point where you'll stop questioning why Griffith is singing part of your world. Bravo to the whole cast on this one. Bravo.
Don't walk away from me.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.